Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. Pag-asa has declared the official start of the rainy season. The State Weather Bureau explains that this is due to the widespread rains brought by scattered thunderstorms, the southwest monsoon or habagat, and the passage of Typhoon Betty. However, breaks between rainfall events, which can last for several days or weeks, are still possible. Pag-asa likewise reiterates that the expected onset of the El Nino over the next couple of months, which can lead to below normal rainfall conditions. This, though, could be offset by the enhanced habagat over the western portions of the country. The State Weather Bureau is advising the public to take precautionary measures against the impact of the rainy season. Typhoon Betty left one person dead, another injured, and tens of thousands of others affected. This is based on the latest data from the NDRRMC. Nearly 80,000 individuals were also affected in the Cordilleras, the Ilocos region, Cagayan Valley, Northern Luzon, Mimaropa, and the Western Visayas. In an interview, NDRRMC said that the effects of Betty were minimal and that the government's preparation has paid off. Authorities have cleaned up a creek in Taguig City to prevent flooding this rainy season. JC Cosico with the report.
Cranes and floating excavators were used by the MMDA to clean up trash here at the Hagonoy Creek in Taguig City. Apart from heavy equipment, MMDA and local government personnel also helped in removing the rubbish which came from 9 barangays in the city. MMDA said the cleanup will take a week and that about 50 trucks or 600 tons of garbage may be collected. There are plastics, wood, and styro, which some residents said were secretly thrown in.
Minsan dyan po pumupwesto, sabay tatapon na lang po ng ganun, pasimple, titingin-tingin sa paligid.
These can result to flooding as trash may clog pumping stations. In fact, around 15 barangays may be affected should Hagonoy Creek overflow. However, the MMDA said it can't conduct massive cleanups often due to limited personnel and equipment.
Imagine niyo kung 71 pumping stations yan, sa 1 week ang isa. Hindi po namin kayang linisin buong taon. So, na every day or every month, there will never be enough equipment and for that para malinis siya on a daily basis.
The MMDA also said the garbage problem is becoming a cycle as people continue to throw their waste despite cleanup efforts. Taguig City, for its part, fines violating residents from 500 to 2,000 pesos or community service. However, the LGU said its enforcement remains to be a challenge.
Sa haba po ng waterway na ito and sa kakulangan din ho sa ating personnel, talaga hong may challenge tayo dyan.
And if there's a long-term solution to this problem, the authorities had this to say.
Yung pagbabago ng mindset ng tao, maging responsibilidad ng bawat isa, hindi lamang ng pamahalaan, yung pag-ensure na malinis yung daluyan ng tubig natin para maiwasan din po yung pagbaha.
Ngayon parang nawala ng pakialam di ba? Yung komo may kumukolekta ng basura, yung komo merong naglilinis ng basura. Para bang ang entitlement ng tao ganun na lang. Ang hiling lang natin pakikiisa ng lahat.
Meanwhile, the MMDA said it is ready for the onset of the rainy season. The agency is making sure that its 71 pumping stations are in full capacity.
Para po sa pagdating ng tag-ulan, hindi po tayo magmamadali, hindi tayo iipunan ng basura at hindi po mag-accumulate ang tubig na nagdudulot po ng pagbaha.
For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
And water interruptions could soon hit Metro Manila again as the allocation from the Angat Dam will be decreased in the latter half of June. The Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System, or MWSS, said Maynilad customers will be the ones affected as the additional allocation was given to the concessionaire. The National Water Resources Board has decided to reduce the allocation from the Angat Dam by 2 cubic meters per second in order to ensure enough supply for irrigation.
Magkakaroon po ng especially during night time, no? Pero Pero idagdag ko lang na dapat may implement po yung mga new mitigating measures. Hopefully, maayos po natin at hindi po magkakaroon ng interruption.
For its part, Maynilad says that they will use their water treatment plant in Cavite to provide additional supply and repair all faulty water lines. Although the company is confident that these measures are enough to offset the reduced allocation, it noted that demand is also a factor in service interruptions.
Biglang magkaroon ng sudden increase ng demand sa ating mga customers, posibleng maapektuhan yung mga in-place mitigating measures namin.
We're gonna pause for a quick break, but One News Now will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still with us here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department reported 60 new cases of the Arcturus Omicron subvariant of COVID-19. This hikes up the total cases of Arcturus in the country to 44. All cases were detected in the Western Visayas. The DOH had earlier declared the local transmission of Arcturus in the region due to a spike in cases. However, these were not found to have links to international cases or histories of exposure. Aside from this, the DOH also reported 180 new cases of Omicron. This is based on the latest genome sequencing by the UP Philippine Genome Center on May 22. And after several delays, the Health Department announced that the first batch of bivalent COVID-19 vaccines are set to arrive in the Philippines this month. The DOH says it is now finalizing logistics for the arrival of the shots. The first batch of bivalent vaccines will contain 391,000 doses from a donor country which the agency has yet to name. The donated bivalent COVID vaccines will be used as third booster shots for healthcare workers and senior citizens. They will be eligible to get the third booster if they have received their second booster dose at least 4 to 6 months prior. One News Now will be back with the latest stories at 6:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.